So you buy a new computer, what do you do with the old one? You might not realize you can trade it in.
Well, they call it the ultimate upgrade at Schrock Innovations. It's like getting $250 for your old PC.
Thank you,
I don't think
Schrock.
mine is worth $2.50.
That's right. Here to tell us about that deal. Welcome back, the owner, Thor Schrock. Thanks for being here.
Nice to see you,
Hey,
Thor.
thanks for having
We're
me,
talking
guys.
about modular computers. What is a modular computer?
Modular computers are available at Schrock Innovations, and when you buy a computer at the box store, the average lifespan is like 18 to 24 months before you're going to either upgrade it or get rid of it and replace it. Well, at Schrock, if you buy a computer based on what you need today, you're going to throw it away every 2 years. But if you buy it based on what you think you might do 3-4 years down the road, that's great. Now, people won't do that because it means they figured we have to spend more money. To get a better computer today, you have to spend more money. And that's true, but it doesn't hurt to have the options to upgrade the computer down the line. And so at Schrock, a modular computer, the power supply we put in is just a little bit more powerful than what you need. The fans are just a little bit bigger than what you need, and the ports on the inside. If you're making 100,000 computers and you can save a nickel by taking a port off of a board, HP, Dell, Gateway, they're going to do that. At Schrock, we don't, because we'd rather have the port so that when you come back as a customer, we're a service company, so when you come back 2 years later and say, boy, my son's into this online gaming now and he needs this new video card, we want to have the port so we can put that card in and not say, sorry, I guess you're going to have to buy a whole new computer now.
So long term,
that's not what
save.
Yeah. As a local company, that's not what you're about. You want people to come back.
We want to keep you. We want to keep you up and running. In fact, the average Schrock customer will use their modular PC for between 4 and 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's remarkable.
If you buy a computer for a kid in junior high right now, they'll have the same computer when they go to college.
That seems unbelievable, but I know that's true with you. And this ultimate upgrade, explain how this works, because I mentioned, if we have an old PC, I can't imagine you're willing to give me a value of $250 for it. So explain the details of this upgrade.
Here's how it works. The average American household has about 3 computers in storage right now, just sitting in a closet somewhere. And so during the ultimate upgrade, what we're trying to do, it's a product stewardship push more than anything. We don't do anything with the computers you bring in. We don't take the parts out and stick them in your new computer. You get a brand new computer. So we want you to trade in some old clunker that you've got in the closet, a boat anchor. It doesn't matter if it's rusty or not. Mike, if you want to finally let go of that Commodore VIC-20 that you have at home, you can bring that in.
I still have that. Have you been going through my closet?
Well, I saw it when I was fixing that tuner for you.
Yeah, exactly. There's the deal right there. So you trade in an old computer, and then you get that modular PC for $449.
Yeah, so it's $450 for a brand new computer that just 4 months ago we sold for $700.
But it's because you're getting that trade-in value. Yep. Okay, just a couple of basic questions. What if my old computer doesn't even work?
Doesn't matter.
What if it hasn't been operating for years?
We're not going to use anything. We're literally going to shred it. We have people that will come in. You guys won't believe this, but we have people that will come in and they'll try to find the trick, like, what if it doesn't have a hard drive? And you're like, doesn't matter. What if it doesn't have a motherboard? Like, we don't really care,
Right.
Because you're not going to do anything with it.
Yeah, we're not going to do anything with it. What if I take out all the memory? Good for you, If you have 700 pounds of it, that's an ounce of gold.
Yeah.
That's why the recyclers want this stuff, and that's what we do with it. We send it off to the recyclers because the metals prices are off the charts right now for gold and silver. They'll take it for free right now. Whereas if you're a consumer and you want to take it into them, they're going to charge you 70 cents a pound.
And that's why a lot of people don't recycle.
Your big, heavy computer that's you're using to hold your barn door open right now. Well,
So what do you consider a computer? Because, if it's a desktop...
He's trying to find the trick.
If it's a desktop, you have the tower, and then there could be a keyboard element, and then there could be a monitor. What if you just have one of that? Do you have to bring the whole thing in, the whole unit, or what?
The idea here is you're going to trade in a tower for a tower. So you're still going to want to use your monitor, your keyboard, your mouse. You can buy new ones if you want to. And if you have a bunch of extra, if you just have a bunch of extra junk in the house and you're like, boy, I'd like to get rid of it, we recycle computers for free. So you can drop off the computer anytime you want, but if you need a new one, you may as well trade it in. Or if you know somebody, if the church needs a new one, they can take in those old ones that get donated and trade them in against a new modular PC.
A couple of questions. Not everybody is savvy when we're talking about transferring files. Some people want to make sure that their information is secure if maybe it's on a hard drive.
You don't want to lose that information.
Yeah, can you address the file transfer and then the security issue if they have some sensitive material on a hard drive?
Sure. Well, the most important thing for anybody's computer is the data. The pictures, the videos, the files, that's the most important thing. That's why people spend thousands of dollars when their hard drives fail to get the data back. Well, at Schrock, we can transfer everything from the old computer to the new computer, except for programs. We have to install those from the original disk. But all of your pictures, your videos, your browser settings, your favorites, all that, your email, all of that we can move from the old computer to the new computer. And also, once we're done, if you trade in a computer, that hard drive in there, we've all seen those those horror pieces on the news where somebody's hard drive was found 6 states away. At Schrock, we literally blank the hard drives, and then they are literally parted down and recycled.
They're destroyed.
So there's
They're
no
destroyed.
chance,
Yes.
no chance of
There's
ID,
not a
that kind of
chance
stuff.
that you're going to have any kind of loss of data or identity theft or problems like that.
Thank you
Real
for
quick,
saying
let's get
so.
to the modular computer. What type of features are on that?
The modular, I mean, I'm going to get into the weeds here now, so you got to hang with me on this.
Should I roll my pants up?
The modular computer, you're going to get a dual-core processor, so that means it has 2 brains. Now, to give you an idea, most people, their computers at home right now, the smartphone that I put on vibrate before I came on the set has more power than the average computer in someone's home right now. So I mean, that tells you how fast the technology moves. This actually has 2 brains in it, so it's even faster than what you normally
No
would need.
hourglass.
Exactly.
If that's
It's not
the
going to
problem
hesitate.
with yours at home.
And then on top of that, it's going to come with the 4 gigs of RAM. You know, at the store, if you look at the $450 computers, they're going to have 2 gigs of RAM, or maybe 3 if you get a special sale. This has 4, because that's what you're going to need. That's where you're going to want to be eventually.
Right.
Also, the hard drive, 500 gigs. You're going to be able to store all your iTunes, all your pictures, everything on that hard drive just fine. So it's not a cut rate. You know, we didn't slice everything out and offer you a piece of junk. I mean, this is the same machine we sold for $700.
Well, again, it's called the ultimate upgrade, and trade in your old computer, and then you get that modular PC for $449. That's through May 7th, Schrock?
Yeah, going on through this weekend, actually.
Just call him by his last name. You're that casual.
That's
Yeah,
branding. That
All
is
right.
branding. Like, that's Donald Trump right there.
Two locations. The nearest to us here in Omaha is Village Point South, 169th and Burke, 934-9423, online at SchrockInnovations.com. But we also know a lot of you watch us from Lincoln, so we want to bring this address to your attention as well. You're going to find Schrock Innovations at 27th and Pine Lake there on the southeast corner. You see the number, and again, the website, SchrockInnovations.com.
That's right. They've got the Trumpster, we've got the Schrockster.
Yeah.
Thanks for
love you.
coming in, Schrock.
No
Yeah.
problems here.
Make it easy for us to understand. Nice to see you.
And guests of the Morning Blend start their day with coffee from Pears Gourmet, the official coffee of the Morning Blend. To learn more about Pears, well, just go to OmahaMorningBlend.com and click on that Pears logo right on the homepage.
Well, many of us got up extra early today to watch that royal wedding.
Yeah, she did.
3
We're going to
a.m.
break it all down with a top name in Omaha fashion and a Brit himself,
Yes.
Nick Hudson.